Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Um, hey guys, it's Confront 15, joined by my co-host, the Red Wolf.
What up?
And we are back at it yet again with another Dragon Quest Adventure of Die episode review for you guys. I think if Horimiya can somehow top the list on their adorableness, I think I got Dragon Quest Adventure. No, actually, no. After what I saw with ReZero, I'm sorry. I love me Dragon Quest, but ReZero was my anime episode of the week. If you're fans of ReZero, you know what I'm fucking talking about. Because that shit was epic as fuck.
Okay. Okay. I
But
guess
ReZero was trending on Twitter. I love Dragon Quest Die, but it doesn't trend on Twitter.
fine. I may consider watching it.
Anyways, we got such a huge informational dump of an episode about who Dai is. Well, we don't really truly find out what he is. We just know he's a dragon knight. That's all we find out. We don't know his heritage, his origins, and stuff like that, which, why do I still feel like this guy is somehow related to Dai?
It even said in the preview that he's gonna reveal something, and I have my suspicions.
Where if this guy is, if this guy's gonna pull, Dai, I am your father.
Do, 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 do.
I'm gonna be like, well, that's something I definitely saw coming.
Yep.
Anyways, we got a jam-packed episode, so we're gonna try to get. I'm guessing I'm gonna talk all the informational stuff since my co-host will not be able to remember most of the stuff, but he'll add some little stuff in there, right? Anyways, this is Dragon Quest episode 23, and we're here to do a review. So, do you care to introduce our audience to what we saw in the first 5 to 10 minutes of this episode with that amazing fight?
Yeah, so Dai was fighting the Hydra, and it's pretty one-sided because his sword cannot cut through the dragon skin whatsoever. Everybody was up panicking, including the guy that's holding the, what's it called, weapon?
I forgot. I forgot.
Yeah, it was meant to slay dragons apparently.
Yeah.
And that's where he noticed that Leon and a few other people were in danger, and that's when the Dragon Knight emblem suddenly goes off, and that's when he starts kicking butt. And that animation though, and he wasn't even using a weapon.
Yeah, he essentially went full out Dragon Ball Z right there.
How fitting. How fitting.
Now, I will say this. To me, the CGI looked kind of wonky to me. It's still so... I'm sorry. I'm kind of not a fan of anime with CGI. No lie. I really don't like it.
I mean, he made a mention of that some time ago. I don't see a big deal out of it, but...
Yeah, it's nothing to be bad about, but I guess you can say it's better than most other anime CGIs when they go that direction. I will say that.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Pop. I'll mention the Pop thing. So Pop, he's fighting his little dragons. He actually uses a spell called Zoink. Yes, the same catchphrase Shaggy says in Scooby-Doo.
Zoink!
Yes. And it manages to take out the dragons except 2 of them. But the only problem with doing the spell he learned from Matroviv, it uses up all his magic power.
Mm-hmm.
So it reminds me of, I don't know, using Uranometria in the Fairy Tale video game. And then you have no magic power left to use for Lucy. Or Nakagami Starlight in Ursa's case, which is 100 magic power in that game.
I know all about that.
I know that's stay mad. Anyways.
What are you saying?
Do you care to tell us how the fight ended with Dai and the Hydra? That ended pretty epically.
Yeah, he ended up using the lightning spell. Forgot what it was. Zapple.
Yes, Apple.
Yep, and that's how the fight ends. And he goes to check if Leona and the little girl are okay, but the girl got scared, and she said he's scary and stuff. And I was like, I'm scary. And he noticed how the other people are looking at him, and he just like, what's going on? Like,
And this is when we get informational dump episode. Also, too, the way he freaking stabbed the Hydra and just was like, Zapple. I was like, oh, my man stepped up to the big leagues.
indeed.
The only thing that sucks is the dragon's blood is kind of, or the Hydra's blood is kind of censored. It's blue blood instead of your typical red blood that it probably should have been, but I guess it's okay to censor it, but it still shows that there was blood.
Would it really be called censored? I mean, it could just be the dragon's natural blood color.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not one of those type of dudes who are strict, I want to see blood in my anime. No, I'm not those type of persons. But I'm just saying, you would think the blood be red, not like Hadlar's blue blood or whatever it is.
Wait, wasn't there blood in one of the previous episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, like red blood.
Yes.
Okay, just to remind me, because
just want to make a thing. Look, again, I don't want to make a whole blow up about blood in anime. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, we see Kilvern show up, who we haven't seen, I think, in 2 weeks. Yes. He shows up, and he's essentially saying, "Oh yes, the Dark Army wanted to know more about you, so this was essentially a test." Oh yes, and just to give you a nice little preparation, the Dragon Legion commander will be appearing real soon, which we see at the end of the episode. So yeah, he kind of makes his threat and he kind of is gone. Also, that dragon weapon just, I guess, gets Thanos. It just disintegrates. I'm like, so is that like a one-time usage type of thing? Because if that was the case, that sucks.
I think it was Kilvern who did that.
Maybe. Oh yeah, he does get stabbed by it, and he's just walking like nothing ever happened to him. So I don't know what the hell his gimmick is, but yeah, he looks threatening. Also, they call him Kilvern the Reaper, which that doesn't sound enticing. Only thing you gotta do is give him a scythe. I think he does have a scythe.
Yeah, I think so. If not, some other type of weapon.
Yeah. Again, like I said, he makes the threat that the Dragon Legion commander is gonna show up and that he's gonna lure Dai into hell, which doesn't sound good for him. Now, the old lady says, now this is my part of the episode of this review where I just give a bunch of info dump because there was a lot. I kid you not. I was pausing and playing just to get all the information down with what I was doing. That's why the review kind of took long. Also, there was no Clipper game, so yes, this video's gonna go up late, but no Clipper game. 2 weeks in a row. Hopefully that goes next week. I feel like I should check my phone. Like, is there gonna be a Clipper game next Friday? And I feel like there is gonna be a Clipper game next Friday. So hopefully, third time's the charm that there's no Clipper game on Friday.
Hopefully.
Anyways, the old lady says Dai must be the Dragonite from the legends of the Terran Kingdom. And this is when we finally get her name. We already know Meryl from last week. Her name is Nabara. Okay, nice name. But this is when Leona says Terran is north of Benagarna, and it's also known as the Mystic Country and stuff like that. Now, we do cut over to Hunicle a bit. he eventually sees that the Dark Army went to the land of the dead, or whatever they called it over there, the land of death. He runs into this one individual who says, "My homeland's been taken control of by the Dark Army," and it was Carl, which I believe is what the Dark, or is what the Dragon Legion commander did. Baron took that over, because even he was like, "Really? They took over that country? That should have been pretty hard for them to do." Anyways, Die and company get to Terran, and we just see it's just a village. Just a village. Leona actually says, like, yeah, it's called the kingdom, but it's really not a kingdom. It's just a nice little mini village with just, I guess you can say, lore and history in it. We do find out that their kingdom never, is a war fighting kingdom, so they don't have any weapons. So that's interesting to know. So what happens next is they go to this statue with the dragon, with, showing the Dragon Crest, logo and everything and stuff like that. Now, the old lady says the crest is revered and feared as a sign of the god dragon's power.
Mm-hmm. And they also said that it could also be like controversial, either be the savior or the destructor, basically.
Yeah, which is freaking insane.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. Now, Meryl goes on to say that the Dragon Knight wields awesome power and can cast any spell, which thus explains to you why Dai used Zapple pretty effectively in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this guy is overpowered. Now, and that's when, like my co-host said, the Dragon Knight can either be a savior or a destroyer, and in terms of the whole destroying faction, it's like, and with the heavens and earth and seas, and even its allies, it might destroy all creation. So essentially, he's a god of destruction.
Okay, well, yeah.
Well, that's just wonderful. And in the same time, you just see Dai's reaction. He's just shocked from this. Like, this man is shook, which I think is hinting at the fact of what Macho Viv said last week about the fact that Pop might need to be able to be there for Dai when he needs it most. And I think this is the part when he needs to be for Dai. Because he's definitely, like, I'm not saying losing it, but his life is he's kind of falling down with all this turmoil and all this revelation at hand, which we see Pop after Dai leaves get kind of emotional, saying we're friends and everything, we're companions and stuff like that. So yeah, and that's, like I said, we find out from Nabara that there's a underground temple that can help Dai find out if he is a Dragon Knight. So that's what he does, and he kind of is like, listen, and it's kind of it's a very emotional speech by Dai. He's like, listen, I'm finding out all this information. I just want to go alone and find out if I'm what, you guys are saying. And one of the most emotional, heart-tugging scenes is when he said, I don't want Pop and Leona to, find out I'm a monster and hate me for it and stuff like that, as he, swims off into the deeps of the lake. And I'm like, come on, don't say that, because we all know they won't think of you as a monster. You already know Leona loves you. Pop is your best friend. Well, Mom's not here at the moment, but she's a friend too.
Mm-hmm. Doing who knows?
Go ahead.
Doing who knows what.
Yes. Now, he dives down into the temple. He gets into the temple. And also his Dragon Crest lights up to let him in. Everything. Now he talks to the Guardian of the Temple, and essentially the Guardian of the Temple, which is like this crystal ball thing, essentially confirms that Dai is a Dragon Knight, because she makes the standard point clear. She's like, well, only Dragon Knights are only able to enter into the temple. So guess what? Dai and Leona would have not, Pop and Leona would have definitely not got into the temple anyways.
No, I did. What?
Yeah, my bad. I'm rushing because this episode was so crazy good.
Yeah, I know. It just sounded weird.
Anyways, the crystal ball gives some more information about Dragon Knight. And essentially, we find out that there are three gods who created this this universe, essentially. The Dragon Quest, I guess, Adventure of Dai anime universe. It's got the god of dragons, the god of darkness, and the god of humans. The Dragon Knight is the ultimate creature created by all three of them. Which again, mind-blowing. Okay! They all clearly came together to make one overpowered being who's essentially a deity. Essentially is immortal, essentially. Kind of, if we're being realistic. And stuff like that. Now, before the crystal kind of goes more in depth with who Dai kind of really is and all that more Dragon Knight information, we don't get that information because we got an intruder alert. And then that's when we find out the Dragon Legion commander, Baron, shows up. And we find out here that he's also a Dragon Knight.
That does explain it.
Not as good as ReZero this past week, but it's still fucking good. Okay! Well, I guess we can throw out our predictions of him trying to take Dai's power, Dragon Crest powers from him, because he's already a Dragon Knight. So we were wrong about that. Haha, make us look funny. But he does tell Dai he wants to work with Dai to destroy the humans, which I don't think Dai is going to want to do. And that's definitely where the episode ends off, on that very anticlimactic cliffhanger.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, I forgot to mention. The crystal actually says 2 Dragon Knights in this world should not even be possible. Like, it's an impossible feat. So, this is crazy now. Because we got 2 Dragon Knights in the same area. And, you have to say that they're related somehow. Other than Dragon Knight, they have to be blood related.
Yeah, but in which way? That's my question.
If it's his uncle, father, grandfather, I don't know. They had the same hair color, they had the same skin color, and they had the same Dragon Knight abilities. This episode was great. I very much enjoyed it. I had a blast. I like it. It's definitely my second favorite anime episode of the week. I'm sorry, but I can't give it first because ReZero was fucking shit.
Say, Cam.
Anyways, I think that's all I have to say, unless you have any other speculations and stuff like that.
Just looking forward to what Baron has to say, and who is he exactly? Comfort to Dai.
We're gonna get a fight between Dai and Baron, and it seems like he can do his Dragon Crest abilities or his Dragon Knight abilities. He can, I'm guessing, turn into the form on instinct or on instant. He can just do it at will. Dai, you know that it just comes out of the blue sometimes, like we saw earlier in the episode. So, yeah, and then apparently he's gonna reveal some sort of big secret. Who knows if that has something to do with the Dragon Knight, if he's related to Dai, some sort of thing. This is gonna be insane. But I think this is where we're gonna cut our review short. So, anyways, thank you guys again for checking out the review. Again, hit the like button if you want to get more Dragon Quest content, as well as hit the subscribe button if you want to get, hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Dragon Quest content and any other anime content on the channel that I upload to the channel. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode. Again, do not post spoilers to the true identity of Baird and how he's maybe related to Dai or anything else, for our safety, because I do not want to look at my comments section because I get a notification and somebody saying, oh, guess what? It's actually Dai's father.
uh, yeah, it's these people.
Anyways, yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Yeah. Also, before I go out of here, subscribe over to the Red Wolf's channel because he likes to do gameplays and stuff like that.
I'll start continuing my I'll continue my gameplay during the weekend for Code Vein. So keep an eye out, guys.
There you go. I'll probably put his channel in the description after it fully uploads and everything. But yeah. Other than that, that's kind of it. So hopefully you guys, like the video. Until then, guys, we'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully you guys are staying safe out there, wearing your mask, yada yada yada. So then, guys, we'll see you guys later. See you guys in the next video. Peace.
Peace.